Good morning. In this video, we are going to continue with Chapter 9, Some Application of Trigonometry. Let us continue with exercise 9.1, question number 12. From the top of a 7-meter high building, the angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree and the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degree. Determine the height of the tower. So we are having AB to be the building which is 7-meter high and CD to be a cable tower. Okay, from the point A, from the top of this building, the angle of elevation of the top of the cable tower top is C, angle of elevation we are looking up, the angle is 60 degree. And then the foot of the cable, that is the point D, we are looking down. So angle of depression is 45 degree. We have to determine the height of the tower, that is CD, we have to find over here. For this, let us consider the triangle ABD first. So AB by BD is tan 45 degree. When we substitute, we get BD to be 7 meters. Now in triangle ACE, AE and BD are equal. So AE is also 7 meters. Now tan 60 degree is opposite side by adjacent side, which is CE by AE. When we substitute the value, we get CE to be 7 root 3 meters. Now we have to find CD, which is same as CE plus ED. Now we know that AB and ED are equal. So ED will also be 7 meters. When we substitute, we get the height of the cable to be 7 into root 3 plus 1 meters. Question number 13. As observed from the top of a 75-meter high lighthouse from the sea level, the angles of depression of two ships are 30 degree and 45 degree. If one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse, find the distance between the two ships. So we are having 75-meter high lighthouse, ABB the lighthouse. From the sea level, the angles of depression of two ships are 30 degree and 45 degree. So first ship, angle of depression. So we consider an imaginary horizontal line AE. Angle of depression is 30 degree and 45 degree for the ships. And it's given that one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse. So they are not on the opposite side. They are on the same side behind one another. Find the distance between the two ships. So if C and D are the ships, then CD is what we have to find. So see, AE and BD are parallel to each other. So we can consider AD and AC to be the transversal and angle ADB will be 30 degree and angle ACB is 45 degree. There is no need to explain all this. It is understood that because of this, the angles are 30 degree and 40 degree. So this goes with every angle of depression kind of questions. Okay. Now we'll move on to the question. In triangle ABC, tan 45 degree is opposite side by adjacent side, which is AB by BC. So AB is 75, so we get BC also to be 75 meters. Next, we consider the triangle ABD. In this, tan 30 degree is opposite side by adjacent side, AB by BD. Now BD can be written as BC plus CD and AB is 75. We already found that BC is also 75 plus CD will be equal to tan 30 degree value is 1 by root 3. Let us cross multiply and take CD on one side, all the other constants on the other side. We get CD to be 75 into root 3 minus 1 meters. Therefore, the distance between the ships C and D are our ships. The distance between them is CD. So the distance between the two ships is 75 into root 3 minus 1 meters. Question number 14. A 1.2 meter tall girl spots a balloon moving with the wind in a horizontal line at a height of 88.2 meters from the ground. The angle of elevation of the balloon from the eyes of the girl at any instant is 60 degree. After some time, the angle of elevation reduces to 30 degree. Find the distance traveled by the balloon during the interval. Let the initial position A of balloon change to B after some time and CD be the girl. So this is the figure given in the textbook. Now we are taking CD to be the girl and A to be the initial position when she saw the balloon, and B to be the next position when she sees the balloon. So the first position angle of elevation is 60 degree, and for the next position angle of elevation is 30 degree. The girl is not moving. She is on the same place only. Now it's given that the balloon is moving in a horizontal line. So from A to B, they are on the same line. So the distance will be, the height will be 88.2 meters for BH as well as AF. Height from the ground for the balloon will be the same because the balloon is traveling in a horizontal line. It's not moving somewhere that the distance might change. That is a condition given. Now we have to find the distance traveled by the balloon during this interval. First interval, it was at the point F. Second interval, it was AF. Second interval, it was at the point BH. So we have to find the distance FH, which will be same as EG. So let us see the solution. In triangle ACE, AE by CE is tan 60 degree. Now AE is AF minus EF. We know AF is 88.2 and EF is 1.2. So we'll subtract it in order to get AE, which is 87 by CE equal to root 3. So we get CE distance to be 29 root 3 meters after rationalization. Now, let us consider the triangle BCG. BG by CG is tan 30 degree. Now, again, BG can be written as BH minus GH, which would again be 87. And CG is what we have to find. When we cross multiply, we will get CG to be 87 root 3. Now distance traveled by the balloon EG is CG minus CE, which would be 87 root 3 minus 29 root 3. So the answer would be 58 root 3 meters. Question number 15. A straight highway leads to a foot of a tower. A man standing at the top of a tower observes a car as an angle of depression of 30 degree, which is approaching the foot of the tower with the uniform speed. 6 seconds later, the angle of depression of the car is found to be 60 degree. Find the time taken by the car to reach the foot of the tower from this point. Let AB be the tower. Initial position of the car is C, which changes to D after 6 seconds. So first, when he sees from C, the angle of depression is 30 degree. Again, from the previous question, I already told you, these two are parallel. Considering this to be a transversal, this angle would be 30 degree. Same way, as the car approaches the tower, the angle of elevation is 60 degree. Now this angle would be 60 degree again. We have to find the time taken by the car to reach the foot of the tower from this point. So now in triangle ADB, AB by DB is tan 60 degree. When we substitute, we get DB to be AB by root 3. We are not having any value, so we'll leave it as such. In triangle ABC, tan 30 degree is AB by BC. BC can be written as BD plus DC, which will be tan 30 degrees 1 by root 3. Cross multiplying, we get AB root 3 equal to BD plus DC. We already got that BD is AB by root 3. So we substitute that and we take AB on the same side. So DC will be equal to AB into root 3 minus 1. When we take the LCM, this will be 3 minus 1. So 2AB by root 3. Now time taken by the car travel the distance DC. So this distance is 2AB by root 3. DC is 2AB by root 3. For this distance, it took 6 seconds. Now time taken by the car to travel the distance DB, that is AB by root 3. We already found DB is AB by root 3. To travel this distance, what would be the time? So 6 divided by 2AB by root 3 into AB by root 3. This is the unitary method type. So when we solve, we get the answer 3 seconds. So from C to D, it took 6 seconds. From D to B, it will take only 3 seconds for the car to reach. Now moving on to the last question, question number 16. The angles of elevation of the top of a tower from 2 points at a distance of 4 meter and 9 meter from the base of the tower and in the same straight line with it are compulsory. Prove that the height of the tower is 6 meter. So in this figure, let AQ be the tower and RS are the points 4 meter and 9 meter away from the base of tower respectively. It's given that angles are complementary. Complementary means sum of the angles is 90 degree. So if we take one of the angle to be theta, then the other angle would be 90 minus theta because the angles are complementary. Okay, so we consider this tower. R and S are the points 4 meter, 9 meter from the base of the tower. Base of the tower is Q. And if we consider one angle to be theta, the other angle would be 90 minus theta, which is complementary. Now in triangle AQR, AQ by QR is tan theta. So AQ we don't know, QR we substitute 4. That would be our first equation. Now in triangle AQS, AQ by SQ is tan 90 minus theta. Now we know from complementary angle that tan 90 minus theta is cot theta. So now AQ by SQ is 9, which is the second equation. Now on multiplying equations 1 and 2, we obtain AQ by 4 into AQ by 9 equal to tan theta into cot theta. Tan theta and cot theta are reciprocals of each other. So they both would get cancelled and we'll get the answer 1 over here. AQ square by 36. AQ square is 36. So AQ would be root of 36, which is plus or minus 6. But the height cannot be negative. So obviously we have to take the positive value. So the height of the tower is 6 meters. In this, the only point to note that it is given that the direct angles in this question are not given, just that they are complementary is alone given. Complementary means 90 degree. So assume any one to be theta, the other will be 90 minus theta. You can assume S to be theta and R to be 90 minus theta. Your answer would be the same. There won't be any changes in that. With this, we have come to the end of the session as well as the end of the chapter. Thank you.